one of my main issues is that Xayah is very low range and will need to follow up on like a Talia. LazyField also getting zoned out of some farm there. Was able to get the last few CS there, but finding himself already at a deficit and now in danger of Hambak diving early. The turret ramp is going to be quite important in this situation.
Yeah, LazyField thinking about where he wants to go. And honestly, there's not a lot of options because he has no flash. That's first blood going over to the Viego. Gets the possession there as well to try and get a little bit more damage onto this turret. And also having a great game so far. Of course, very early days, but I love to overreact.
I mean, he's such a similar player to Lucid. Anyways, we're going to have a bit of a scuffle here.
Yeah, this time towards the bottom side. And with the flash slam into the wall onto Apollo. They are going to be able to take him down. 1,000 health on this Dragon. The seismic shove from Closer is just a little bit of a wave goodbye, and that is going to mean that objective goes over to DRX.
To get further up to 4-5 would be huge for them. And also potentially if they can get all three, that feat of strength completed.
Ooh, Hype going very aggressive here. Lit on fire immediately. And down to 50% health means that this grub fight could be very difficult. And a possible feat of strength opportunity here for DRX if they were able to lock it down, all three of them. The ability for Hambak just to steal away one is certainly going to be there. 5 grubs, though, going to lead to a possible first tower. But here's another engage. Great double knock up there from Andal as Hambak tries to get himself out, but doesn't manage to. Hype utilizing that Blade Caller really nicely, but not quite nicely enough as in goes Closer. His patented overly aggressive play coming on through there as he tries to flash away, but he just takes a stick to the head, and that is going to be Sponge locking down that kill. And now Rich
on the Viego, and it's another great engage from from Andil. And Closer, this is a very bizarre decision. I mean, Hype's incredibly low. It was kind of a zero-sum game there, and he just gets completely punished for it. So this game turns on its head of the Aurora ultimate, so I do like this choice.
Yep,
but down goes the turret.
Yep, that is just going to be first turret blood going on over to DRX, and so that is 2 feats of strength and some cool shoes up and available here for the squad once they do have those 2 legendary items secured. And we're getting closer and closer to that. Of course, UCal does have one of them done that Luden's picked up. That's all right. Hambak trying to clear out some vision. Rift Herald going to be taken here by a Sponge. Man, Bro need to find something. And it's so weird, right? Because we have often said that Bro's ability to just try and make plays to get themselves back into a game is what they've been missing. No matter what players have been on this team.
Unless DRX make an error. So they're kind of just giving these objectives up. Herald is going to crash here into this mid turret. The second turret likely taken off the game because they have 6 grubs. I mean, this Voidling's going to pop out. And I mean, there's just nothing you can do to stop this. So they just keep collecting gold and getting more map control here. And you can see Rich has just been given so much leeway in the side lane where
they're going to come on over and add some support. As Follow should be able to clear out this ward. Handle moving on over, and yeah, it's a grand exit. You can understand exactly why, as Morgan might be able to get something done here. Going to be taking some blood petals as well. Certainly going to feel good. Minute and a half until Atakan does turn up. And yeah, I don't think we've had quite the amount of aggression that we need in order to get a ruinous Atakan. So it is once again the Akshan Khan. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Morgan, he wasn't even able to get that turret there on the top side. LazyField coming up, he could ult in.
Yeah,
no turret.
There's a lot of ult-in availability. Of course, Rich not going to be able to ult-in on top of himself, as Morgan was even able to get a blood petal. That was pretty cool. Justice Punch avoided, and the Void Seeker not going to seek anything, or not going to find anything at least. As the Equalizer getting a lot of value, but Morgan's still dead. As Sponge going to be able to grab that one. Hambak looking for an opportunity here, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to find it. Decent little stun, but it's onto Rich, and he's so tanky. Another wall comes down, but Closer is just going to put it away immediately. Rich taken out the sacrificial Galio.
But in return, it looks like we're going to see UCal take that bottom side turret. So yeah. Rich sacrificed himself. You take the Rumble off the map, and UCal's going to get more gold on this Aurora. And I feel like this is still just a huge trade up for DRX. So it's a small consolation prize, you could say, for Bro. But I am very concerned about what the rest of this mid game is going to look like as we crest 20 minutes here. And Otacon spawns. Things are looking grim. Maybe trying to find a little bit more here. Wukong's ult is down, so Sponge isn't going to be able to do much. They do actually have Hype here as well. So, like you said, Closer really is the one who has the most agency to make a big play happen because he has that semi-global ultimate, has the ability to set up a single target pick. He's going to need to, get over here soon. They have vision of this.
Yep.
But stopping it's another story.
They know exactly what's going on. And it can be very dangerous because of the amount of shred that you do get. Humbug's moving on over and the teleport's coming in. All right, they are committing to this. Andil taking a fair bit of damage as now Morgan has turned up. The equalizer is going to be so dangerous. Teamfight comes down, Killer Instinct into the back line. It's a phenomenal heroic entrance and LazyFeel is popping off. He gets into that back line. That's a triple kill for the Vietnamese player. And bro, they are sent packing. That is Otacon going down as well. So Rich, you can feel free to try and die.
Back up. Rich will have his in just a moment. So you have to play so respectfully as bro, but that means your turrets just get taken off the map.
Well,
6 grubs.
Let's see whether they can find an opportunity here as Humbug's like, well, how am I supposed to reset? They can't die.
I mean, Viego's not really known for his flank engages necessarily from behind in situations like this.
Yeah.
Not very tanky.
Well, there's 30 seconds, and then, bro, I think just need to pull the trigger.
I think you're right, but you win a fight, you'll get some pedals and some gold, it'll put you back in it, but it's just a limited win if you can get it. That is to say.
Rich now just moving on over. Justice Punch is odd. He's just right underneath that turret, trying to get some use out of this Otacon passive. The ulti does come down there from UCal, and DRX is just going to wipe the floor with that turret. They take that one down real comfortably, and yeah, Rich invests his entire health bar, but he would have probably even preferred to die.
Yeah, he's
go
like,
back to base and buy and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's like, I have TP.
Now I have to waste all of this time pressing B and stuff. Oh, man.
He's like, guys, the withdrawal animation is faster than the recall.
Exactly.
Can't I just die? And that's when the team is telling him absolutely not. But what's interesting, too, about this lineup here for DRX is we'll talk a lot about this when we strategically placed there. I think, not a coincidence, but they have the back, buy, and return Void Staff done for UCal. This is a big Aurora, and they are happy to start this. It's on vision, but sometimes seeing isn't everything, Atlas, as they say.
Very true. Humbug is going to lay down some mist. Let's see whether he can find a way in here to try and get something stolen away. Seismic Shove going wide. Humbug in position, like, this could be a difficult Baron. As Sponge decides to turn it, he is able to lock that one down. Humbug gets in there, but doesn't get away with it. And that is Rich locking down that kill. They do manage to take down the Wukong, but the knockups are just gigantic. They take down Ondil, but Hype is still in so much trouble. LazyFeel wants to flash in, and he will do so. Takes down his opposite number, and he's going to be able to help tidy up Morgan there as well. The Lord could not save them. And bro, I think he's going to have to play a third game in this series.
Looking likely. Man, Ondil is having a fantastic night, Atlas. He is really feeling himself in the second game in particular, but even in game one had some decent moments. And that is that. Paperman's not going to be able to steal the Baron, and he just falls instantly. The flash follow-up knockup, though, from Ondil was just Chef's Kiss, and now the base is falling here again at 27 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know whether Polo's going to be able to save this one, as, yeah, LazyFeel with these 3 items completed is doing so much damage. Void Seeker almost killing Humbug on the fountain where he stands, but the Nexus will go down, and that is a tied-up series. LazyFeel picking up the very first victory for an import on an LCK.